there, I'm Nancy Herring from Now We're Cooking.
I'm David Herring, also from Now We're Cooking.
And it's Tuesday, so it's time for tips, tricks, and treats. Today we're going to do a little bit of show and tell around the theme of summer salads on the go. So there's a lot of product we're going to talk to you about. David's going to actually do some cooking, so he's going to start with vinaigrette.
All right, so we recently started carrying a prickly pear cactus syrup. So we're going to make a prickly pear vinaigrette. It's olive oil, lime juice and zest, a shallot diced up small, the prickly pear syrup, and then a couple of cloves of garlic minced up, and then a little salt and pepper. So I'm just going to dump everything in here, and I'm going to use my favorite thing, the stick blender, to make it with. So I'm just going to start by putting everything in, and then we will blend part of it up and then add our oil and blend the rest of it.
In the interest of show and tell, David used the microplane zester to get those nice little bits of lime. The zest is where all the flavor is, and it really adds an extra pop to your juice.
Definitely. Got the garlic. All right, put this in.
We're anxious to see what color the dressing is, if it'll be that dark, beautiful pinkish, or if it'll be a little bit lighter.
All right, so I'm going to blend this to start, and then I'm going to slowly add the oil. Oh, let me throw a little S&P in right now. All right. Okay. That didn't take long, and now I'm going to drizzle in the oil, just very slowly.
Looks like a raspberry milkshake.
That would be a good prank.
That's pretty good. Put it down on the front. Okay, I can't resist. That's very good.
Yeah, not bad.
Now let's say that you don't want to, you don't have a recipe, you've not made a lot of vinaigrettes before. Vinaigrette is a pretty basic formula, but these are some jars that we sell that have the dressing recipe printed on the jar. So you just pick what you want to do. I want to do honey mustard. It tells you how much honey, how much Chinese mustard, how much vegetable oil, how much rice wine vinegar. So you put everything in, put the lid on, shake it like crazy, and then it pours out the top. So there's about 7 recipes. It's a really easy way to do it. So if you think, dang, I can't remember what I did with the recipe, I don't know what it is, try one of these. It really helps out. And then you have a place to store it as well. So that's one show and tell thing. Okay. Now you're going to assemble a whole a whole salad? Okay.
I guess I was thinking we could do it in this one.
Okay, well, when I want to show one more show and tell thing.
So this is a new item that we got recently called the Salad Pod. And it's a better way to do your mason jar salads. So it actually opens up on the side, and it has a little dressing cup that goes in the top. So what you would do is you would put your dressing in here. And then you would fill your jar, pod in this case, with all the good stuff. I did kind of a southwesty thing here because we have prickly pear vinaigrette, so I thought that would go well together. A little more rains. dressings.
If you wanted to put cheese in and really go crazy, you could do that. You cut the corn off the cob, correct?
I did, yeah. It was a corn on the cob that we grilled. I'm not going to fill it up all the way, but then your dressing sits in here, and the lid goes on, and now I'm ready to transport, you know. And then when you're ready to eat, open this up, dump your dressing in, close this back up, shake it. Lay it down on the side.
And it's got a flat side so it won't roll around on your desk.
Mm-hmm. Open this up. And you've got a to-go salad ready to go.
Ready to go. So that's a fun thing. I want to show you guys, in the interest of show and tell, one more thing, two things actually. There's a lot of peelers. David likes the, I don't know where it is. He likes the OXO one. I like the Y-shaped one from Kuhn Rikon. Comes in lots of different colors, and they're super easy to use. So that gives me a peeled carrot. But if I don't want to use my knife skills, or I don't have any knife skills, and I don't want to get out my mandolin, this is what's called a julienne peeler. So I've peeled it already, and if I just run this down, I gotta get my peels out of the way so you can see what's different, then I have basically julienne strips of whatever it is I'm doing. So I can add these lovely little shreds to my salad, but I didn't have to dirty up a mandolin or line up my carrots, and David would make short work of julienne and carrots by hand. It would take me a little bit longer. So it's an interesting thing to do, very easy. The mandolin would be another way to slice and dice. And that, I mean, you don't have to use everything, but they really help a lot.
Definitely.
Also in the interest of show and tell, let's say you don't want to invest in a pod because you have a cupboard full of mason jars. These are 4-ounce little containers that you can put your own dressing in. And if you wanted to, say, put dressing and also, what else might you take, like sunflower seeds or something? They stack together. So if I can open them, I'll show you what they do. Because sometimes you don't want a whole jar of dressing, or you made some delicious dressing that you want to take. So the tops screw off, so you can put whatever you want to in them, but they also snap together. So you'd have sunflower seeds or croutons and dressing ready to go. And this is also something, if you're into meal prepping, you could do fill 4 of these up and then not have to do it on the way to work in the morning. So, more show and tell. We put out some jams. We have lots of jams. These are from Heidi's Raspberry Farm here in Albuquerque. If raspberry vinaigrette is your favorite, you could do a basic vinaigrette, and instead of adding the agave or the honey as your sweetener, you could put a tablespoon or so of one of the jams. It would give it that pink color. It would also give you that flavor. So it's another way to add some kind of fruity flavors to your salad very easily. So,
it's also going to help thicken everything up a little bit.
Yes. So if you think, what do I do with all those jellies that people gave me for Christmas? That's something else you can do with it.
Not just for toast.
Exactly. And then we got out things about lettuce itself. When you wash your own lettuce, you need to make sure that it's dry in order for it to keep longer. Salad spinners are the way to go. If you're doing a handful at a time, there's a miniature salad spinner. There's also a larger salad spinner because dry lettuce lasts longer. This is a lettuce keeper to help you store that lettuce in your fridge. What else did we put out there? There's another salad container that's kind of fun. It's not see-through, but same concept, that it has a spot for your dressing. So this one, you'd put all what David made in the bottom of your container, and in here in the top is where you would put your crunchy things like your croutons or things you didn't want to get with the rest of the salad. And then you have your little dressing container right here. So snap it all together, put it in the fridge at work, put a big note on it that says this is your salad and nobody else can touch it. And then you'll have salad when it's your lunch break. So there's just a lot of ways to get that lovely salad to work with you. And even if you work from home, sometimes you want to have these things done so that when it's lunchtime, you can just grab it and eat it. So it's a little bit of meal prep, a little bit of getting stuff together, but it's not hard. Any of it's hard.
No.
And it's delicious.
Yeah.
So more fruits and veggies, the better. So
True. Mm-hmm.
okay. Anything?
And now's the time. Everything's, stores are stocked, and you not necessarily want a hot meal in the middle of the day. So salad for lunch is great right now when it's so hot outside.
And one more thing, if David said they grilled the corn. If you've grilled chicken the night before, save some, cut it up, add it to your salad. If you grilled steak, slice it real thin, put it to your salad. So it's a way to use up your food, add a little extra protein. Hard-boiled eggs are a great thing in there. So
deli meat, make it a meal, add some protein.
Just all kinds of fun things. So show and tell from Now We're Cooking. Now We're Cooking is at the northeast corner of Paseo del Norte in Wyoming. We're open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 4. We will be closed for 3 days in a row over 4th of July weekend, but that's not yet, so I'm just planting that little seed. But in the meantime, we'd love to see you come in. If you need any of these things, we're here to help you. If you have questions about how to do any of these things, we're here to help you with that too. Anything else we need to add?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Everybody go out and get some salad.
Good deal.
And then come in for the salad pod.
You got it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. We'll look to see you next time. Bye now.